What is a smear campaign and why is it done? So a smear campaign is a tactic used a lot by narcissists and jealous people. It can also be used by bullies, toxic people, anything of that liking. For the sake of this video, let's just call them perpetrators because that's what they are, and it's just a funny way to describe them. Why not? So what happens is the perpetrator attempts to defame your character by spreading false narratives about you, lies, exaggerating situations to make themselves look like the victim. Or if not to specifically make themselves look like the victim, it's just to make you look like the bad guy in general. They want other people to have a tainted view of who you are. Part of the reason they do this as well is because it allows them to justify their abuse towards you. If they treat you like shit and they're telling people, oh, they're a bad person, in their minds, it just makes people feel like, oh, well, then they deserve how you're treating them. Sad, sick, pathetic. Yes, I know. So they'll take your personal business and they'll tell it to people. They'll exaggerate the details. They will villainize qualities about you to make it seem like there's something wrong with you. For example, if you're going through a mental health situation, they'll say things like, oh, they're crazy, they're on medication, they're always talking out of their head, I don't know what they're saying, I think he should be in an institution, what's wrong with him? They'll take tidbits of the truth and mix it with just ignorant and false details. The second type of smear campaign is when they just outright lie about you and make assumptions. These people don't even know you. They don't know anything about your past, but they'll come up with a list of things that they think to be true, even if there's absolutely no proof or indication that this is who you are. It doesn't matter to them. So what happens when people believe the smear campaign? So when people start to believe these things that are being said about you, it creates a ripple effect. Now you have multiple people that have teamed up against you, that don't like you, that have a bad view of you because of the lies of the perpetrator. They don't even bother to check in with you to see if this is correct. Because like I said, they'll mix the truth with exaggerated details. They'll make it sound so convincing. They'll play the victim. They'll play the martyr. They'll act like they're so concerned about you while secretly plotting on your downfall and hoping that you fail. The crazy thing is when you're a victim of a smear campaign, you're probably the complete opposite of what they're saying. They'll never give you credit for any of the good qualities about you, all of the good things that you've done. You may have even done a lot of good things for the person spreading lies about you, but of course, they're not going to tell people that. They want to maintain that image of you being the villain, you being the bad guy. So how do you solve this? How do you deal with this issue? Here's the hard, bitter truth. You cannot change people. Once people have had their minds made up about you, they have to change their own perception. And it's not your job. These are grown adults. Distance and maintaining your self-composure is the answer. Separate yourself